Chuprin shop. Some work in progress. And I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna spa these knives. One's Robert Carter and one's the JRP knife and tool. So these are just gonna get a different finish on them. Because I'm tired of this finish, and this one has the snail trails. And he already, I took one of my pill boxes, pill aluminum. This is a cheap Amazon one, and Nick just anodized this for me. It's so amazingly fast how the anode works. It's nice having knife maker buddies. This is Nick's dad's workstation. I'm gonna volunteer some time here and work with Nick, so I learned to be a knife maker. When I grow up, I want to be Nick Chuprin. Look at him. We're actually ordering food. Got some Best Tech knives here, designed by Elijah Isham. So Nick is doing some custom anodization on these knives. This one's is called the Abstruse. So you can see that Nick anodized the clip, the back spacer, which of course isn't focusing, son of a bitch. This one's probably the cool one I like, the coolest one. So just some customization. These are going to be available on your website?
I have no idea.
He is. Just DM him. This will be uploaded. I'll put the link. I'll actually hit him up on, DM him on his Instagram. So this is a front flipper nail neck opener. Pretty neat. Pretty neat design. Elijah's got some awesome designs. Liner lock. Produced by Best Tech carbon fiber. Sweet. So, alright, so Nick is taking apart my Jared Price knife because we're gonna refinish the handle scales. I would have tried to do it myself, but I'm not an expert. I leave it to the pros. We just ordered some delicious sandwiches with chicharron, pry tool. See, I don't have any of that shit. I can't do that. Taking it apart, very nice. Pro. I never thought to use a pry tool.
I guess sometimes with all the pins, it gets a little hard to get it apart. You can see, even with the pry tool, this design doesn't really have anywhere for me to get in there with.
Yeah. Pry it apart. Oh, cool! I get to see the innards. Bearings.
So the bearing pocket, you got the detent. That's about
Stop pin. Pretty simple design.
Oh, it is engraved. There it is.
Oh, nice. What does it say?
10/20/18.
And his signature.
Yeah, P I squiggly O, I think.
Was Jared Price. So there's no logos at all.
Price. Okay.
This is logo free.
Sterile
cool.
blade.
Sterile blade.
Trying to say.
Sterile blade, yes. He's taking apart the milled pocket clip. Pretty simple in construction. See if Nick can get it back fully centered, which I have all the confidence on the planet that he can.
And then Bob's your uncle. It's ready for tumbling.
Tumbling and blasting, then tumbling.
No, it'll tumble out. It'll add scratches. You don't really have to sandblast this first.
No more. Gotcha.
It'll just tumble it.
I love it. Cool.
It's gonna get loud.
This is Nick's dirty room. You got two different blasting cabinets. Knife maker. Tumbler. That's the formula for the Nick Chuprin MCC Knives Media. I don't even know how he sees that. Wicked edge. sharpening station. Everything has a station in Nick's shop. Working.
I just lightly blasted the top.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do the insides 'cause I didn't want to remove his logo.
Christmas, what the hell is all that? I want to inhale that. What is that?
Sand.
Sand?
So I blasted the top. So it looks fresh. I didn't do the inside because I didn't want to take off his logo.
No.
And then we can tumble it.
And then you tumble it. Cool. Doing a collab. Can I put that on vid?
Yeah.
Collaboration with Robert Carter, NCC Knives. Nick's doing a collab on the Generalist.
Well, no. So we did what we did with the MK1. So I have a Warncliffe model. He has a Warncliffe model.
Right.
So he sent me this design, and I morphed it into with my design, and it's kind of something on its own.
Does it have a name yet?
No, it's something we actually designed up like 2 years ago, but it's probably gonna be the next collab.
Cool. So this is the Generalist. So Nick just took it apart. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to change the finish on the scales, tumble it, make it a little darker, throw it in the tumbler. It's got good lube in there. Perfect.
There it is.
What does that say? Does that have Rob's name on it? Can't really see it.
RJC, same way he does. Put wieners and steel in there.
I didn't know that. Cool. Finish a little bit. It's like full service.
Cool service.
Full.
Oh.
Full. Not full. Full service. So yeah, you see things I don't see. So he's just smoothing out the finish on the
There's some deeper
scale.
scratches in there that I saw that will come out in sandblasting and tumbling.
Cool. So this would make it satin basically.
Well, if you want, I could always orange peel it and it'll look like.
I don't know. Whatever you think looks best. What's that one?
Orange peel.
Oh, just previewing it?
If you wanted to do that.
Whatever. I don't care. Whatever you think's best.
Nah, we'll go with the sandblast tumble.
Sandblast tumble it is. Cool. You're a pro, sir.
I just do the things to the things and the other things.
And the other thing. Cool. The Scotch Brite wheel. And then he's gonna blast it and tumble it. Here's another shot of the Robert Carter. What's his middle initial? F? J.
Robert Jose Carter.
Oh, that's my middle name. And the wieners and steel.
I think it was Jose.
Jose, really?
Yeah, I think so.
No. Okay. So the Swift fresh out of the tumble. Nick's doing some cleanup. Looks so much better. It's Nick's proprietary media. Not proprietary.
Yeah, it's kinda.
Kinda.
It's a mix.
D10 ball, ceramic D10 ball survived?
Yeah, that stays on hard.
Oh, did you just put the stop pin in?
No, the stop pin's press fit. It's on
Oh,
inside.
I didn't know. So you tumbled it with the stop pin.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It won't hurt anything. Just mix it up a little bit more for cleanup.
What are you doing? Just cleaning out the...
Well, that ceramic paste gunk kind of gets into all the crevices.
The what? The ceramic?
That ceramic paste from the media gets into all the crevices. See?
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Looks good. So it went from a Sebenza finish to a Nick Chuprin finish.
Just a standard tumble.
Very nice.
I used to offer the sandblast on my orders too, but every time someone ordered the sandblast, I literally emailed them and talk them out of it.
Why?
Because it just scratches when you look at it wrong.
The sandblast.
Yeah.
That's like the Sabenza.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a magnet for scratches.
So I stopped offering it because every time I offered it, I'd always talk people out of it. I'm like, why am I just offering this?
Yeah, I get you. Unless they're like a pure collector, they don't care. I'll never. Kind of like this guy.
Even your hands will scratch it.
Nails?
Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna assemble.
Is it recording?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what it looks like. This is a sandblast tumble. Made sure that not to do the inside, so the maker's logo is still intact.
Very nice.
So I like to start from the lock side. A little bit of oil, a dab will do ya.
Little dab will do ya. Does it matter what side of the bearings you put on, or they're just both on?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
I like to make the open side downwards, just if you think about it for dust. To get less dusty with open, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I like the open side to be facing into the pocket.
Are his bearings ceramic or
No.
steel?
Steel.
Steel. Does it really make a difference? Just for strength?
In my experience, once it's worn in, it doesn't matter. So I actually build my knives with ceramic bearings,
Right.
so that they don't deform while they wear in.
Gotcha.
But I actually switch them out and strip my knives out with steel bearings.
To steel.
Yes, but
So
I
you prefer steel.
same thing. But they're a bit cheaper, and they're usually out of stock. Like they haven't been in stock in the size I use in a while. So I just use them for assembly. I don't actually send them out with ceramic.
And Zerk backspacer. You're very comfortable. I get very intimidated putting a knife back. I feel like I'll forget
You
something.
pass that red screwdriver over there?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've been doing this for 10 years, so for me, it's just kind of second nature.
10 years, so when you were 13.
Yep.
Young man. What made you get started into knives? Like, who influenced you?
I saw one of your videos and I fell in love. No, I didn't. I didn't know who you were.
What got you started? Like 13, at 13.
Well, if you listen to my podcast, Bladeology, you know all about it.
No one listens to
Shameless plug.
No one listens to your podcast, but they will now. Bladeology. What episode?
It's this third episode where they interview me. No, so when I was 13 years old, I was always into working with my hands, just Loctite. If you guys ever do this, never put the Loctite on the screw and then screw it in.
No.
I get so much warranty work. Guys,
No.
I took it apart, I put it back together, and the whole knife seized up.
So where do you put it?
You take a pin and you put it inside the hole. So they'll put it on the screw, they'll screw it in, and it'll mush out and go around the pivot and the blade.
Yeah.
They'll just dry up and seize.
Right.
And that's like my number one warranty.
So put it on the hole.
In the hole.
Put the lube in the hole.
My number one warranty claim is someone took apart the knife, put it back together, and they Loctited it, and then
and it was all over the place.
once it dried an hour later, it's like the knife didn't move. I'm like, yeah, because there's glue on the inside.
See, I always put it on the screw, like a little bit on the screw,
Nope.
just a little bit. No good. So when you put it in the hole, it works its way into the
It
screw.
pushes it down deeper in. When you put it on the screw and mush it out, it kind of bubbles around there. There's a scientific word for it. I don't remember.
Checking for centering. Oh, for play. A little twerking, a little tweaking, a little adjustment, double pivot, double Zerk pivot for adjustment. Why do some makers use the double pivots like that?
I only use double pivots.
Oh, you do? What are the benefits?
The two screwdrivers take apart Loctite knife. So I have red Loctite one side and blue Loctite the other side, and I have.
Yeah, but as an owner, it's like a pain in the ass. But I guess is it more precise?
No, as an owner, it's also symmetrical, so it looks nicer. Well, it doesn't make. You don't need two screwdrivers to take it apart and put it together.
No.
No, it's the same thing as this one side. One side's a pain in the ass because if you Loctite it and you try to get it apart,
it just spins. Yeah,
it spins. Then you got to get creative.
All right.
I actually had a recent knife in for warranty. It's about 6 years old. Where I used to use a one-sided pivot.
Yeah.
I had to boil the knife. I had to. It was a pain in the ass.
You
to
had
get
to
it apart.
boil the knife. You can't just throw heat on it like with a gun.
It's not okay.
Knife 101 with NCC knives. You check it a lot. I see that. You and Rob check it a lot. The way it rides on the bearings.
Well, I tighten it, tweak it till it's right.
Because you already got the Loctite in there right before it's set, so you're tweaking it. It's a lot of work.
Well, that's why they're not $5.
Exactly. Where do you get a $5 knife?
Gas station.
We're having some, oh god, that trip. Having some mic drop bourbon right here. If you guys haven't tried mic drop, if you're into bourbon, this is the 4-year. The 12 and 8 are gone. All right, I think he's satisfied.
And Bob's your uncle.
Who?
Oh, I forgot to screw the clip on there, but
Put your clip. Let's see it.
Bob's,
Let's see it.
Bob's almost your uncle.
Who's Bob? What are you talking about?
That's a saying, goddammit. You're like 50 something. You should know that.
What is it again?
Bob's your uncle.
I've never heard that. What the hell does that mean?
It's like when you finish something and then I go, "There's Bob's your uncle."
Get out of here. I've never heard
It's
that.
something I've heard my entire life.
What does that mean?
It's like
Completed?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bob's your uncle. Bob the pedophile uncle. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard that. Let's see if our viewers...
Well, comment below if you heard about...
If you guys have heard
saying.
of Bob's your uncle, please write it below. Yeah, I heard that, Mike. You retard. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's and Bob. You finish something, you go, and Bob's your uncle.
And Bob's your uncle. Interesting. I might have to Google it. Battery's going dead. All right, I got to charge my phone. Very nice. Beautiful new finish by Nick. Awesome. He tightened up the clip so it's not so tappy. It was a little tappy. I don't know if I did that in the video, but he bent it a little bit. Centering is perfect. He actually said it was a little off by what?
What?
You said it was a little not centered. You gave me some millimeters there.
I don't know.
But now it's perfectly. I'm sure it was a little off center from use and.
No, it was just a little loose before.
Some guys were criticizing that the flipper tab is huge, but it's a small. It's
comfortable.
It's a small knife. Yeah, I love the flipper tab design because it's perfect for push button. Oh my god, you made it so snappy. So Nick also pushed in the lock bar a little bit. Let's see what it looks like. It's definitely snappier. Still early. Definitely fires out a little better. A little tweaking there from NCC Knives. So I'm so much happier now. And I'm a little buzzed. Can you tell I'm buzzed?
No, I can't tell you're buzzed. You're still on the first drink.
It's like mic drop. Oh man, it's so awesome. I'm so happy. Yeah, we're tumbling right now the Generalist, so I'll show you guys that one once it's ready. All right, guys. Okay, folks, we're finished with the spot treatment from NCC Knives, Nick Chuprin. This one is the Generalist. I don't know. I think I showed the. This might be a separate video, but in the other video, you'll see that the finish was a little bit of a lighter gray titanium. Now it's got Nick's signature.
It was like an orange peel tumble.
Orange peel tumble.
I think that's what happened there.
I love it because it's definitely got a smoother finish. Not as conducive to scratching. Not that this one had it. The JRP knives did. But I just want to show you guys the awesome work that my friend did for me. Pretty cool. And he centers it and he tweaks it. And he moves the lock bar in to make the D10 stronger and all that good stuff. Just a beautiful knife from Robert Carr Knives. Just made a little bit better by NCC Knives.
I wouldn't say better. I'd say better for your personality.
It's better. Don't worry. Rob's not going to get butt hurt. So here's the Swift. I gotta apologize. I'm a little bourboned in. Me and Nick both. So
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm a professional. I'm at work.
I'll put the link to my original vid that I just did a day ago. and you'll see that the finish is definitely different now.
Oh, you did a pre-video?
I did one when I got it. I did it yesterday. So now it looks, I love your stonewash finish. I love it. I just love it. It's not Sebenza like, smoother, less of a scratch magnet. Nick put it back better centered, according to him. It looks pretty good to me.
No, it's just the pivot wasn't tight when you gave it to me.
In fact, it looked better to me when I first got it. He bent the clip a little better. I don't know if on my last video, if you guys noticed that it was tappy. Now it's not. It's nice and quiet. Just gorgeous. And he moved the detent, the lock bar a little bit closer, so it's definitely more snappy. Awesome. You got to get yourself a Nick Chuprin to spy your nice, gorgeous.
No, do not email me. Can you spy this, fam?
He'll spy his own stuff.
I'll tell you, yeah, I spy my own work.
He'll warranty his own work. I'm just.
Mike pays their food and bourbon. That's
I do bring bourbon, and we had some delicious paninis with chicharron and pork and
bacon. It was like a triple trifecta of pork.
His weakness. Very happy. Now, I got to tell you that Jared Price did offer to spot himself, but then that would require me shipping it to him and then waiting for it to come back. I just drove to Staten Island with my good friend, spot it on the spot, put everything on hold. I truly appreciate it. Put his own work on hold, and I do love hanging out here. I tell Nick's always invited me to make knives with him. I definitely want to make like a chef knife. I know the Bandit's going to be jelly, but I will be over here.
Honestly, it's the same whole day. It's better if you guys come together. I have two grinders.
We'll never get, if me and the Fast Bandit come over here, it'll be old fashions all day.
Yeah,
we'll never get anything done.
I can still teach you guys. I have two grinders. You guys can both grind. I have blanks.
I don't want him here. He'll distract me, and I want to be better. I want to get the jump on it. I want to be a better knife maker than the Bandit. Bandit's not going to come over. He's in Jersey, and he's working full time. So, oh, God, that low layer Damascus. Nickel's Damascus. So low layer means it's just not that many layers to it.
Yeah, it's not as many layers, but that's low layer San Mai.
San Mai. It actually looks a lot like Rob's Damascus that he makes,
well,
right?
Rob usually does a low layer.
Yeah.
What Chad's been doing before. Rob, like, it comes out better for those designs. Like, I don't offer Damascus on my Tantos because it hides from the grind, but like if I would, it'd be low layer.
This one almost has like raindrop patterns to it. And this is Chad Nichols, right? Just to clarify.
Yeah, that's Chad Nichols. I think that's a boomerang. Don't quote me on that. It's definitely not raindrop. I think it's a boomerang.
Well, I only said raindrop because it's got the little
yeah, that's because
droplets.
the swedge makes the cusp.
So what are you saying, boomerang because of this pattern? I don't know. You're the expert.
Kind of wave.
When I did Google it, they did say boomerang.
Well, he makes a boomerang. He makes like 3 patterns in it. I know raindrop's not one of them.
Oh, really?
That's for sure.
What do I know?
He does a random or boomerang and I think scrambled eggs. That might be scrambled eggs.
This, I could see that.
I just know it's Chad's.
I can definitely. You identified it really. So Nick,
good stuff.
Nick has the skill to identify steel by appearances. He can all identify heat treat. Don't ask me how he knows.
No, I have to grind it to know that. I can't just. I like
the Rockwell. You said you know how to identify the Rockwell.
If I grind it, you can just kind of feel it out. It won't be exact. I'll know if it's hard or close.
That's still
my
impressive.
favorite thing is when people like I don't know. I'll smell it and I'm like, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, no, I don't know how you do that. That's amazing. Anyway, guys, I just want to do a quick overview on the what's the word I'm looking for?
Folding knife.
The spa treatment.
Spa treatment
from NCC Knives. So that's the Swift and the Generalist from Robert Carter Knives.
Jared Price, I'm sorry. He bribed me with bourbon, aged bourbon.
I don't think Jared cares. He was willing to do it himself. It was just a matter of convenience for the Fanouche. But I love this knife. What a score.
Rob doesn't give a shit out of that one.
No, I know Rob doesn't care. He trusts you. All right, guys. From fucking Staten Island. Peace.